Hey friends, I saw a great question on Facebook yesterday that sparked this video. And that question was, if my book is in Amazon, how can I get it in bookstores? Guess what? I've experienced that and I want to share my journey with you today and let you know how I got my book into bookstores. Stay with me. So, you've published your book on Amazon. Congratulations, that's a huge step. Now, let's talk about how to expand your reach and get your book into bookstores, libraries, and more. Stay until the end so I can share a personal experience when I tried to get my book into my public library. Once your book is published, you'll want to format it for IngramSpark. IngramSpark is an online self-publishing company that allows you to print globally, distribute, and manage your print and ebooks. Self-publish like a pro. This platform distributes to major retailers like Walmart.com, Barnes & Noble online, and even makes your book available to public and school libraries. It may not land on a physical shelf right away, but it will be searchable and it will be available to order, which is a huge win. Formatting for IngramSpark is a little different than Amazon KDP. You can find freelance book formatters who specialize in this. Just make sure they understand IngramSpark's specifications, because a well-formatted book opens doors. Now comes the fun part, marketing. As an indie author, you're also your book's biggest cheerleader. Reach out to local bookstores, share your story, and let them know your book is available through IngramSpark. Some may even feature local authors or host book signings. Getting into public libraries can be tricky. Many require a professional review like one from Kirkus, but don't let that discourage you. With the right marketing strategy and community outreach, your book can find its way into readers' hands. I wanted to share with you my story of how I was able to get my book into our local library. They were very hesitant at first because I did not have a Kirkus review. Now, a Kirkus review is very expensive. It's about $350, and I am an indie author, so I did not have that amount of money to spend on a Kirkus review. But what I did was I shared my personal story of writing this book about my husband's grandfather, who, by the way, has a statue in our town. So we really thought that they would carry our book. But what they decided to do was form a committee. So when authors came in with their independent books, the committee could review the book and see if it was something that they wanted to carry in their library. So my book is in the library now after many, many months of waiting, but it is a really good feeling. So if you want to try and get your book in your local library, if you have the funds, you can get the Kirkus review, or you can just talk to the library director and share your story. Now, there was another library in another town which they just bought my book from me and had it available in their library. So it really just depends on the library system that you go to, but don't give up. If you feel like your book is something that is important and readers need to hear about, share your personal story and try and get into as many libraries and bookstores that you possibly can. At the end of the day, I want to tell you that it is not an easy feat to get your book into bookstores. One thing that my husband and I did once I had my book launch party, we sent out letters to civil rights museums because this is a historical nonfiction picture book biography. And so we sent out letters to civil rights museums to see if they would carry the book in their bookstores. And my book is currently in the Mississippi Civil Rights Museum bookstore. Actually, my cousin was there and sent me a picture of it. I mean, they've been ordering from IngramSparks, and it has been wonderful to have my book there. Now, of course, as an indie author, you do not stop marketing and you do not stop trying to get bookstores to carry your book, especially independent bookstores. Our independent bookstore here in our town did order my books and actually let me have a book signing there in February. And so it was great. And I am scheduled in November to go to Alabama to have a book signing and an author talk, and they're going to allow me to sell my book. And so you just have to continue to market and continue to try and get your book out there. If you'd like more guidance on self publishing, I've created a free handout that walks you through the steps. And I've got a detailed ebook on self publishing that's available on my Shopify store, and I'll leave that address in the description. If this kind of content helps you, please consider supporting my channel. I love sharing gentle, empowering tips for indie authors, especially those of us embracing new creative chapters after 50 or 60 or even 70. Happy writing, and remember, your story matters. Bye, friends.